adrenaline, but knock it out.
Well, no, yeah, but yeah, I went to the workout, and then after that it was all rubbish. So.
My student athletes are here. When you receive your certificate, you'll line up at the front on the steps, and let's keep in mind social distancing, just like we normally would when we're at our sports events. Okay, guys? Does that sound good? Yes? And then we can take one big group photo. Okay? So once you receive your certificate, you'll find a step, and then start lining up. Okay? Cool. Yeah, starting now. Hello. Good afternoon. Not too loud? Not too soft? Am I good? Okay. Thank you for being here, and also, if you can't be here, thank you for tuning in. I'm very happy that we are able to have a ceremony because these students and student athletes deserve it. I know it's been a challenging year, to say the least, but I really feel that as a community, we have found a way to make the best of the circumstances that we've been given. So we'll begin with an athlete's prayer. Oh, before we say our prayer, please stay seated. If you want pictures, I'm going to have one of our coaches take a picture of all of our students at the front as a team. So I'll post those on Parent Square if that's, you want a better picture. But you can take pictures from your seat, and you can stand in your seat when your student or your child's up at the front. But please just remain in your pews. That would be great. And also, all of us, that we remain respectful in the church because this is a holy place, okay? So, let us begin with a prayer in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. God, let me play well but fairly. Help me to learn something that matters once the game is over. Let competition make me strong but never hostile. Always let me help my opponent up. Never catch me rejoicing in adversity of others. If I know victory, allow me to be happy. If I am denied, keep me from envy. Remind me that sports are just games. If through athletics I set an example, let it be a good one. Amen. In the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Firstly, I'd like to say thank you and give my thanks to everyone. But for specifics, thank you to Ms. Cevallos and our admin staff for helping me transition into this position and for all your support. Thank you, Barbara and Ms. Kennedy, for helping me set up a couple things with the ceremony, and Coach Rich, and I guess Bedina and Angelica. Thank you, guys. Thank you to all the student athletes for your great sportsmanship and for all the effort you've given this year. Thank you to our teachers for your support and for helping shape the characters of these young student athletes. Thank you, parents, for the hours of time you put towards the continuous growth of each athlete and the dedication to the school. Thank you to our Booster Club presidents, Keely Smith and Monica Soto, for all the work you do to help the program and for helping us find solutions when needed most, especially this past year. Thank you to all the coaches for the time and effort you've put into each team. This was my first year as athletic director, and I thank each one of you for your patience and support. I'm not perfect, but I try to do my best, and I really appreciate, like I said, your patience more than anything. So before we begin, I'm going to give a little description of each award that will be presented today. We have the Most Improved Player. These are the individual awards. So we have the Most Improved Player, the Milo Spirit Award, the Most Valuable Player, and the Fighting Heart Award. We usually would present the Athlete of the Year for each grade. This award is for athletes that played multiple sports in the year, but since every sport was not able to compete this year, we decided to continue this award next year, where all the sports will hopefully be able to compete again. We thought that would be fair. So the Most Improved Award will go to an athlete who has shown dedicated effort to improving themselves throughout the season. The Milo Spirit Award is dedicated to Richard Milos. He was a long-standing member of the St. Austin community and Knights of Columbus. He gave much of his time and talent to the Austin athletic community for over 15 years. This award is given to a student who models, or a student athlete who models a dedication and passion for their team and athletic program. These student athletes show sportsmanship and integrity throughout the season and school year. The Most Valuable Player Award goes to an athlete who has demonstrated extreme value to the rest of their team through dedication and performance. And then finally, our Fighting Heart Award goes to an 8th grade female athlete and an 8th grade male athlete who have dedicated years of time, energy, and effort to the St. Austin athletic program. These individuals are model athletes for St. Austin's athletics and have made positive impact on their teammates, coaches, and the spectators in each sport that they've participated in. Before we get into our sports and presenting, I want to recognize all the student athletes and coaches who participated in the sports clinics. This would be volleyball, flag football, and basketball. These sports were not able to have a full season or were not able to even compete in CAPS due to COVID-related issues. So please, if you participated in the clinic, stand up wherever you are, if you're in the church or if you did. I mean, some of you, I see you who participated, not standing. Or if you're in your classroom as well, you can stand up. And we're gonna clap and say thank you for all who participated because you've shown a real effort to want to continue to grow in sports. There you go, Bryce. You made it. Good job. Okay. So, to start out, we have cross country. This was the beginning of the year, so a fall sport, and was, one of the most, I guess, the safest sports to compete in, especially at the beginning of the year. So we were able to do that. We had 4 runners this year. The effort was undeniable when they competed in our CAPS events, so our meets where they raced. And I'm very proud of these athletes because cross country requires both physical and mental strength, and they could probably say that themselves. I'd like to present these certificates to our cross country runners. Once you've received them, like I said earlier, you will take your certificate and then you will stand on a step here on the altar, okay? And then you want to keep a distance that's safe enough, all right? So I'm going to present my certificates to my runners. I have Ian Quinn. America Franken. Cole Brett. I was happy to represent them at our CAPS meets, and yeah, I look forward to the next season, and we'll take a team picture here if Monette can grab one, or if any parent wants to stand and take a snippet as well. We'll do that really quick. Okay. Awkward. Okay. Good job, guys. One last clap. Okay, the next team or sport is soccer that we're able to compete. I'm going to go first with our 7th and 8th graders. So we had a great season. First, I want to say I'm proud of all of you. The amount of dedication, athleticism, and passion was evident throughout the season. We were undefeated and finished as champions in our regular season. A little clap to that. Good job. This was a team effort more than anything. Each player played an important role on this team. Every time I asked a player to step up and take on a task or a role, and they did it with enthusiasm and pretty much crushed it. They did everything I asked. Their success definitely reflects their character. So parents, you should be very proud of your children. Thank you guys for sometimes laughing at my jokes. Those of you who can get it or not, I'm a little, I guess, sarcastic, but thank you. But most of all, thank you for being respectful and coachable players. That's what every coach loves. You have all been such a joy to coach and to watch. Sometimes a little stressful to watch with all the PKs. But yeah, it was such a joy to watch you guys. And I'm proud to have been your coach this past season. So I'm going to start presenting my certificates. And like I said, once you grab yours, why don't we start on the right, and then you can start filling in all the way to the left, okay? Michael Bird. I'm just going to stand here. Is that all right? Rainy Park. And now I will present our individual awards. Grab my mask. Can't go without your mask. I went down there without my mask. Okay, so firstly, I have my most improved award. This award goes to a young lady who has grown not only in her technical ability, but her role as a leader. She was always eager to learn and to get better. And this award goes to Izzy Craig, who is not here, but let's give her a round of applause. Good job, Izzy. If you're watching, we wish you were here. Okay, my Milo Spirit Award goes to somebody who is full of positivity and energy. Her attitude brings a special spark to the team and has been a special part of our success this season. She knows her passion and her determination to get better, she knows her passion. She shows her passion in her determination to getting better, and in the way she plays on the field. And this award goes to Melissa Kennedy. I have an award here called the Golden Boot, which is an award for our top goal scorer. This is our top goal scorer in regular season, and he was a driving force in our attack, and he made a massive impact for our team, and I think his celebrations every time he scored were probably one of my favorite things ever. And this goes to Ryan McAlpine. The MVP, this award, goes to someone who is not only an incredible athlete, but a great leader on the field. Her presence is known when she is on the field, and it is definitely missed when she is not on the field. She played this entire season with her mask on and with no complaints. And this award goes to Francie Surratt. And if you haven't run around with your mask on, well, I wouldn't do it, especially in Texas, but she made it through. So I definitely have respect for that. So can we give one last round of applause for our soccer team? And then, did you get a picture? If you can. It's a big team. I had to control all of them. It wasn't easy, but it was great. Good job, guys. So now we will present soccer, our 5th and 6th grade, with Coach Monette. Coach Monette this is their second year here at St. Austin. And yeah, she's a great coach. She's always eager to learn and to get better as a coach and grow. And she's definitely made an impact here on our athletic program. So I'll let her take the mic.
Good afternoon, parents. I'm Coach Monette, like Kat said. So I want to start off by saying, thank you so much to St. Austin and Coach Kat for giving me this opportunity to be the coach once again. I'm glad this year's season wasn't cut short like last year, and that we were able to go throughout the whole season and even go on to the championship. So that's a great accomplishment. I do want to say all the players on this team, they all were amazing. I was glad I was able to watch them as well on the field as well as coach them. And although they did test my patience here and there, they were so fun and all around a great team. I do have some awards that I want to give out. So for this year's Milo Spirit Award, this young lady, she was so eager to always show up to practice, and every practice she was there, she always wanted to become the coach. She always wanted to show me that she could lead the team as well. As on the field, whenever we were having games or anything like that, she always wanted to scream as loud as she could for the team. She always wanted to be the captain. She was always showing me her passion for the team and her spirit for the school in general. So this Milo Spirit Award would be Lizzie. Good. The next one would be my most improved player. This young man, he started off the season, he knew soccer, he just didn't, he always wanted to improve, and he always wanted to find ways in how he could improve. He would always ask me how he could do a drill better or how he could shoot better. During the season as well, after every practice, after every game, he would always come make sure he would thank me, and I really appreciated that. Any coach appreciates that. He also, every game, he always made sure to listen to what I had to say and how he could work in that position better. He was on our defense line, so anyone that knows soccer, defense is, sometimes it doesn't get as much recognition as they should, but he was definitely one of my strong players back there. This award goes to Bryce. And the next award I want to give out is to our Golden Boot. So Golden Boot, he scored the most goals he did in regular season. Every goal he scored, us on the line as coaches, we would all just get so excited. He also was the only player to get a hat trick, and that's, again, for anyone that knows about soccer, a hat trick is 3 goals, and it's not easy to get that. So obviously that should show how great of a player he is. Also, he always made sure that when he was up top as a striker, he always wanted to give his 100%, and this definitely shows that he did. So, Brendan, congrats. And the last award I want to give out is to our MVP. This young guy, he always made sure to listen to me, to anything I had to say. He had the patience on the field, and he was definitely one of our strongest players in the back. He always made sure to talk to everyone that was next to him and make sure they knew what position they were playing, as well as how they could improve in that position. Whenever he wasn't there, his presence was definitely missed, as well as his skills on the field. And I would like to congratulate Colin. So now I'm just gonna give these certificates out to all the players.
I'll hand them, and then you can name them.
Oh, okay. So Bethany Alman. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your last names. I'm trying my best. Oh, there you go.
Good job, Bethany.
Good job, Bethany. Yeah, right next to it. Jalen Bodo. Charlie Bird. This one goes to Bryce Chomko, so he's in here. Lillian Cubriel. Corinne Gardner. Sorry. Daniel Giesler. Sophia Lee. Jack Lovelace. Oh, he's not here. Lizzie. Cormac Mulvaney. Brendan Paver. Addison Schneider. Matthew Sims. Nicholas Tanzel. Sorry. Bella Torres. Is she here? Bob Vangerplug. I'm so sorry. And last but not least, Colin Ziegelman. Kat, do you want to?
And then Cormac would like to give Coach Monette something.
Oh, thank you, Cormac. We'll do.
Thank you, Coach Monette. So now we have our track and field, Coach Solis. He came in later than we would have liked, but he was a great candidate to come in and take the team where we were. We only had, I don't know, maybe less than a month left of track, and he came in and made such an impression on me and on the student athletes. And yeah, here he is to take the mic.
Well, thanks, Kat. I am Coach Solis. Just a short time ago, I was asked to help coach the 7th and 8th grade boys track and field team. I kind of just did this on a very short notice. We had a very shortened season, and we had a very challenging season. You know, we were only able to practice once a week, and we were only had 3 meets, and in between our practices where we met in person, I just asked them to do certain things. And, you know, so like to give you an example, I would say, hey, look, working on conditioning, not a lot of fun, but, you know, you got to work on that conditioning. You got to work on your form. Here's what I want you to do. And I did all that via text, which is not the normal way that we would normally coach a track and field team, but it's what we had to do, and we had to do what we worked with. So I'm going to call each of my athletes out by name and have you all come up here to the front, and then from there I will present the MVP and the Richard Milos Award. So, but before I do that, I just want to say it really does warm our heart to see you boys and girls come up here and receive these awards, knowing that you're doing all of this in the face of COVID, doing this, you know, while you're doing your studies and doing everything else that we do in our lives, and still being able to do that and achieve what you did. That is just it warms my heart to see that. So, as I'll call your name for our track and field team, Eagle Track had a very good year this year. We can sum it up with that. So first participant, Cassidy Martinez. Come on up, Cassidy. Ava Vanderplug. Come on up, Ava. Tita Gonzalez. Ian Quinn, and Vincente Vieja. All right, guys, so, yeah, if you want to, okay, yeah, I guess I can be in the picture too, thanks. So, for our Richard Milos Award, again, kind of going back to how we had to do this, when I asked the students to work on a certain thing, you know, like just work on your form, I asked this particular athlete to do these things. And then we would meet a week later, and I would see that she had done what I had asked her to do. You know, so when you know somebody's doing their homework, it's nice, because then you start to see those improvements that you asked them to do. And it was really, really cool to watch these things happen. You know, there was a marked improvement every week when we assembled to come together. She also did the difficult task of saying yes to something that she didn't really want to do. I asked this young athlete, hey, you did a 400. Why don't we add a 200 to your agenda for this final meet? Her initial reaction was, I don't know. I don't think I really want to do that. And I'm like, I think this would be a good idea. I can see what you're good at, and I think you'll do really well. She said yes. And not only did she say yes, when it came to the final meet of the year, the big final meet, she actually placed 5th in her heat, which was very, very impressive, being that she had never done it before. It was just awesome to watch. And, you know, I can tell you as a coach, it was really cool, and it was really heartwarming to see her cross those finish line, doing everything that we had practiced. She ran exactly how she had practiced, and it was great to see her improvement. And in fact, when she did her 400, she improved by 0.22 seconds. Now that's just a small amount of time, but the distance between that is about from me to the altar. And when you're talking about a 0.22 seconds of racing, that is a phenomenal improvement in what she had done in just this short amount of time. And again, she did this mostly via text. So the winner of the Richard Milos Award for our track and field team is Ava Vanderplug. All right, for MVP, this little firecracker just did the same thing that we asked her to do. She had the mental attitude to know that size does not matter. She lined up against students that were twice her size, probably a lot stronger than her, but none had the heart that she had. She just stuck her chin out and said, "Watch me." And she really got out there and hustled at every one of our practices that we had. And she also ran her races the same way that she ran at practice. It was so impressive to see her do what she did. She also said yes when I asked her to do some extra things like run an extra race. And in fact, she improved her 400 meter by 0.22 seconds, which again is a big improvement. But the biggest improvement that really just blew me away was in her 200. She improved that by 2.17 seconds. To kind of put that in perspective, if her and I were racing from here to the back of the room, I would still be at the altar and she'd be walking out the door. That's how much that she improved in that short amount of time. So impressive. And to see how she did in her form and everything else, it showed in her results. She did everything that I asked her to do, and it was just, the only thing I'd say was just wow. I had chills, and they were multiplying as she crossed that finish line, and it was just cool to watch her do that. So our MVP for our track and field team this year goes to Cassidy Martinez. Thank you.
And Ava has a little gift for you, Coach Solis.
I need to take a picture?
Yes, and then we'll take a picture.
What am I doing?
You take your gift. Lovely gift from the kids. And then take a picture. Perfect. Good job, guys. So our final sport that was able to compete in CAPS this year was our golf team. I'm proud to present these certificates to some fine young men. Mr. Quinn couldn't be here, or he wasn't able to present these, so I stepped in. It's a short season, but I truly loved the dedication that you boys had to go out of your way to go and compete, and also to practice a couple times with Mr. Quinn. So also thank you, Mr. Quinn, for helping sort out some practices and representing us at the CAPS tournament. So I'm going to present with our certificates to Connor Lear, Willie Paver, Ian Quinn, and Ben Davis. Yes, can we get a photo? And yeah, one more round of applause for these boys for doing such a great job and representing our Eagle family. Good job, guys. So finally, I would like to present the Fighting Heart Awards. These decisions are never easy. And because we have such amazing 8th grade class, it makes it even more difficult. I've only been able to witness these athletes for 1 year, but I was able to get great feedback and positive input from some of our past coaches. So I'll begin with the boys. This year we have 2 young gentlemen receiving this award. Both of these boys show dedication and determination when it comes to sports. They are both coachable and are always eager to get better. Their effort they put into each sport is what makes them stand out. The first athlete is always bringing positive, happy, smiling vibes, which is something that can go unnoticed for teams, but it is definitely something that each team needs. They definitely need that spirit on the team. He's a great athlete, and I have no doubt that he will continue his success into high school. My other athlete, he is always eager to compete, but also humble. He's been a leader and a fantastic athlete throughout his years here at St. Austin. His leadership is visible every game, and his game day prayers will be missed. So I would like to present these Fighting Heart Awards to Michael Bird and Daniel Soto. Our final Fighting Heart Award goes to a young lady who is a competitor and a hard worker. She strives to get better and is always willing to do what she needs to succeed. She is one to make the most out of any situation. And I quote, Coach Brockman? Yes, he said that. She will give her 100% on the court or on the field, no matter what is going on in the game. She is especially good at providing that spark of energy for a team when they need it most. She's a team player and a positive young lady. I would like to present this Fighting Heart Award to Cassidy Martinez. Okay, good job. One last round of applause for our Fighting Heart Award winners. Good job, you guys. And then lastly, I would like to thank, as far as students go, I'd like to thank the 8th graders. I wish we could have a tribute video with like fun stuff and pictures and, awesome music, but I'm just incredibly blessed and happy that we could be here together and to celebrate. You are incredible individuals, and I have no doubt that you will do great things in the years to come. And always remember to work hard and to lead by example. Your actions truly, go further than your words. But most importantly, to remember that Christ is your strength even when things seem impossible. Okay? So you need to remember that. I love you all, and good luck in high school. Good job.
Well, it wouldn't be a sports banquet if we didn't thank our athletic director. Kat came in this year with a very challenging year ahead of her. We met on Zoom after she was with, kinder and first and second graders all day, back and forth and running all over the place. And she took on this job and did an amazing job navigating through uncharted territories, being a champion for our kids, really pushing to get athletics, which is so important to the well-being of our mental health for our kids and sportsmanship and teamwork and all those things. So we just wanted to say thank you on behalf of the Booster Club and the parents here at St. Austin's, and we look forward to another great year next year. Thank you. There's cupcakes and refreshments for the athletes after this, and Kat, I'll let you just come out.
Thank you, guys. I'm a crier, but I'm okay right now. But anyway, finally, this is our last snippet here. Thank you all for coming or for tuning in. When I say that, I feel like this could be an audition for a broadcasting job. But, we've all had to adapt to new ways of interacting with each other. And, yeah, I'm so glad that we could share this moment in person and virtually. Anyway, thank you all again. Athletes, there are refreshments out on the blacktop. You can only take one. I'm kidding, I don't know how many there are, but enjoy. I will need everybody, if you could please exit the church immediately, but you may go join us out on the blacktop to socialize, take pictures, and also we want to remember to practice our COVID safety guidelines, masks, and also social distancing, okay? So thank you guys, and we need to be off the blacktop by 3 p.m., okay? Thank you.